How did the magical become so commonplace? How did our wows turn to a hair? When did we replace I get to with I have to? When last did you look out the window and see the beauty that is life? Hi, what's up, everyone? Welcome again to the DWICF show where you are encouraged and motivated to do what you came for. So today I want to tell a story, and for context, I need to give some context as per the setting of the story and all of that, just so we get the idea. So I currently live in Lagos, Nigeria. So Lagos is kind of divided into two. There's the mainland and then there's the island. And I live on the mainland. And so when you need to cross from the mainland to the island, you have to most likely go through one of three bridges. And then there is one particular one called the Third Mainland Bridge. Third Mainland Bridge. Third Mainland Bridge. Yes, that's actually, but when we are saying it, I just say Third Mainland Bridge. So the Third Mainland Bridge is one of the three bridges that connects the Lagos Island to the Lagos mainland, and it is the longest bridge. Now that we are clear on the context, like just that, the setting of the story, like where the story was set. Now, let me get into the story proper. So I was to attend a conference, an amazing conference, by the way, Grow with Reigniting 2025 on site. I was to attend a conference a couple of days ago, and the conference was to be held in Lekki. And Lekki is on the island, and I live on the mainland. So to go from my house on the mainland to Lekki, I would have to pass the Third Mainland Bridge. I mean, that's the way I knew. I don't know if they pass other ways, but I mean, that's what they told us to pass. And as someone who doesn't go out often, like a normal get inside, this was a big deal for me. Like I was already dreaming of the day, planning, how I'm going to like just step out, see new places and all of that. So I was excited already. And so I took transport to different stops, and then there was the bus that was meant to take us straight to Lekki. And this bus was to pass Third Mainland Bridge. So I was seated, even though it was uncomfortable, but just that joy, our outside was giving me like that energy and enthusiasm. I was so excited. And then I was on inside this bus with a couple of other people. And when we got to the bridge, I was I was fascinated. I was in awe. I don't know. I even got very poetic. I got out my journal and started writing. When I saw, like, I looked out the window, saw the water. Like, it felt like I was in another. It felt like I wasn't in Lagos anymore. It felt like I traveled out. So I was looking out. I was seeing canoes in the sea, fishermen throwing their nets. I would lean over the man by my side to get a clearer view of what was happening outside. I was seeing structures. I was like, how did they build this thing that's coming from inside the water to outside? This is a lot, but I was excited. Like, what? I took videos. I was like, this is great. And then in this bubble of mine, just basking in this, I look over at the three other people by my side, one at this side and two at the other side, and they were not looking out the window. They were not excited. They were just like, oh, like they were just, their face was straight. And I remember I'm like, are you guys not seeing the beauty that I'm beholding? Are you guys not seeing the the people, like the things that you wouldn't see normally? Well, that's where I was wrong, because it was a big deal for me, because this wasn't something I saw on a regular. So I was so fascinated. And then I now started thinking that, oh, why is it that this means so much to me? Why am I fascinated by a body of water, people on the sea, doing their stuff, structures hanging from the sea, and these people are not? Then I started thinking, oh, probably maybe I'm a lover of nature. Then I realized that there is also nature on the road to my house that I pass almost every other day. And I'm not fascinated. I'm not taking any pictures. I'm not like, wow, I'm not leaning over to see, because I mean it's the road to my house. Like, like what's the big deal? And then when I thought deeper, I found out that the reason why this was so like exciting to me was because I wasn't used to this. I wasn't used to the whole setting, seeing water, seeing all those things every day. But some of these people travel that road, that bridge, every single day of their lives. I mean, some people maybe live on the mainland or work on the island, so they have to go, every single day, and they're walking on this bridge. Maybe some of them have even had bad experiences on this bridge. Maybe some of them is their own goals. Let me just get to my office. Like all these, like maybe the first day they were on the bridge, it was like the way I felt was how they felt. But just because of familiarity, doing the same things over and over again, seeing the same sight, just that thing now becoming normal has just sucked sucked the wonder and the awe that should be in our eyes. And when I thought deeper again, I saw that this is all of us in so many different ways. It might not be even about nature. It could be your friendships, it could be your work, it could be your relationship, it could even be just your family, people that you see every single day. And because it has become normal, then there's no longer wonder. It's just like like, okay, this person daily is in my house. I go to work every day. Okay, I mean, it's fine. Oh, I'm married to this lady. We shall know, we get ourselves. And I think that this just sucks out a lot of real living that we can actually live, because we've gotten so used to the things that we actually see. So the point of this story is that a lot of times familiarity, or when things become normal, it just becomes black and white. It loses that color that should be there. But I also believe that our lives are not meant to be lived in, we're just, oh, this is the regular, this is the normal. We're supposed to live our lives with such a an enthusiasm about life, such a vibe, such a an experience of someone's first time, or first time after a long time on Third Mainland Bridge. And that's how our lives are meant to be. The truth is that it is very human to lose the wonder about some things when they become normal or regular, or things that happen consistently. And it's even worse if maybe in the journey of your own Third Mainland Bridge, which could be anything, you've even had bad experiences. In the line of just living our lives with wonder, I have 3 tips I think would help in navigating that journey of not allowing see finish remove the color in your life. So first is pause and be aware. A lot of times when we are on the go, we're just running on autopilot. There's a sense of awareness that comes when we just pause and understand what's actually happening. Life generally just puts us on a just be on the go, just be on the go, like just keep going. So it takes intentionality to pause and be aware and look around. Oh, this is actually there. Like, I actually have this friend. There's this building that they are building on this bridge that I didn't know was there before. So it takes a lot of intentionality to pause and be aware. So I would encourage to maybe even have 5 minutes in the day where you just have quiet. It could be 1 minute. I mean, starting small matters a lot. Where you just have quiet, just to be aware of what you have, what is around you. It could even be in nature, looking up, oh, the sky is blue today, and all of that. Second thing I would say is to actually be grateful intentionally. So this will look like maybe you calling that friend and saying, oh, I'm actually grateful that you are in my life. I'm grateful for the conversations that we have. This could even look like, oh, I'm grateful because the sky is blue, or I'm grateful that we get to see rain. I'm grateful that the sun shines. Intentionality would also look like maybe even writing down things that you're grateful for. Maybe say, oh, I want to write 20 things that I'm grateful for every week. And by the time you think deeply, you would find out that there are so many things that we take for granted, and we're just like, oh, okay, this is like, by the time we take intentional effort to think and be grateful, we would rediscover the wonder of a lot of things that have lost that color to us. And finally is to see things from a different perspective, to just shift your perspective just a little bit. When taking pictures, a lot of you that take pictures, angles matter a lot. you could take a picture, straight up, and then it's just like that. And if you keep taking that same picture, that maybe you're taking a picture of a building, just keep taking straight up. I mean, it looks the same. But what about bending a little bit, like just going down, going down a little bit, and then it just looks different from that angle. So shifting perspectives would look like going out on a date with your wife that you've been married to for 20 years. Actually, just taking intentional efforts to respark the newness in a theme, so that it doesn't just become so and that's just how we're used to it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have been encouraged to actually live life with color. Like, look around you, there's so much to say wow about. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, do what you came for.